So, hi everyone. Today we'll check one more kind of the report. So, the report name is Reagent Complaint Report. So, as the name says, the complaint report is related to the reagents and also any of the product which is returned back to factory. Against that, we registered a complaint report here. So, this complaint report can be registered by any one of us. So either it can be the head office people or it can be the factory team that is a dispatch team. Once they receive the material, they can register the complaint. The customer support team. Also, the engineers can register the complaint if there is any issue with the instrument or they need to call back the instrument. Or the sales team, service team, the ZSMs, the team leaders, they can add the complaint here. So this is the report basically where we'll understand the number of the complaints that what we are receiving and the complaints are at what stage, at what status, with whom is it pending, what is the tat of the complaint that is there. This report here, we can see the number of the filters. So the way we want to get the report, example, here is the start date, end date. So if we want to understand the complaints for a particular customer, if he says that he is facing and he has logged in number of the complaints, so he you can add customer name here and you can search the number of the complaints received till date for that customer. Or it can be like you want to understand where exactly are the complaints stuck in, which all departments are involved, which all people are involved and where is it? So you can filter by that. Here is also the reagent call status or the country name, the zone name, the state or the complaint type, whether it is the complaint is related to the reagent, the complaint is related to the instrument, if it is related to the performance of the reagent, if it is due to the admin issue, if it is because of the leakage, breakage, or any of the field issue. So all this type of the complaints can be covered here, and the data can be added and the data can be viewed. So one of the report I have added here, which I have already downloaded. So these are basically the headers. The ticket number is generated against each complaint, the ticket date, that is a registered date when the ticket exactly is registered. The assigned date is a date when the ticket is first assigned to the concerned person. So basically, depending upon the complaint type, the ticket moves from one department to other. If it is related to the reagent issue, it goes to the instrument reagent QC department. If it is related to instrument, it goes to the instrument QC department. And if it is related to the admin issue, it goes to the sales admin. If it is related to the application, it goes to the application team. If it is related to the leakage breakage, then the customer department, CSD department will take care of it, verify the data and everything. They can decide whether they want to give the replacement or they'll call back the material. They'll again make it correct and re-verify it, check the data, everything. After QC again, they can send it back. So basically, depending upon the complaint type, the complaint is being moved and assigned from one department to the other. So this is basically a first date when the complaint is being assigned. This is the last status date, what has happened, whatever is the last status. For example, here the complaint is being registered on 16th of November. It has been assigned on the same day, and the last status date is 21st of November. The state, the customer name, then the customer contact number and the email ID, and currently who is the responsible person for it. So the responsible person name has been mentioned. So with whom the complaint is there. The distributor name, the product name against which the complaint is been raised. If it is a reagent, then definitely they have to add the batch number and the expiry date of that product, the number of the quantity what they have returned back or against which they have a complaint. Then if they have the invoice details, they can mention the invoice number and the invoice date. They can select the complaint type. So here the status is empty approved. So there are various type of statuses depending upon which department the complaint is moving into. So basically, we want that any complaint that is completed is registered here by the status as completed. Then it was assigned to which department the person responsible, his name has been mentioned, the current department with whom the complaint is lying. So after MD approved, now it is lying with Nilesh. So the current person's name is mentioned. So the total TAT, which is done till date, is 6 days. So once this status will move to completed, again the TAT will get changed here. So here you could see the status is mentioned as completed and here is a TAT. So basically this TAT is very important for us to understand that any kind of the complaint what we are receiving, what is a TAT that is getting closed into. And also if you want to understand the proper performance against each department, what we can do is we can pull out the data here. Also there is a view task history option here. So this view task history option cannot be given in Excel sheet, but it is mentioned here so that any of the complaints which are being received and you want to track what is the performance, you can check it out here. So here see, I have pulled out the data. So any of the complaint you want to check. So this is related to application issue. This is performance for instrument. You can view it here. So November 20, what is the time? Who has registered it? And 21, what is the time? So basically the task history you are able to see here. So this report can be used by the management, the CSD team, so that they close the complaint on time. And there are many department been involved here. So we can check the performance department wise also, like where exactly it is getting stuck. So that is the reason various filters are given just to understand where the complaint is getting stuck. This complaint report, we can pull it down into Excel and understand on a month-on-month basis what are the type of the complaints that are receiving, what are the products majorly where the complaint we are receiving, okay, which is the state from which the complaint is getting receiving, which are the customers from where the complaining is we are getting, or we can understand what are the counts. I want to say the analysis of the data can be done in a various ways, and accordingly we can take the steps to improve our performance and reduce our complaints or reduce our TAT within which the complaint is getting closed. So this report can be used majorly by the CSD department and the management to improve our performance. Thank you.